Hello there.
Hi.
Hope you I hope you enjoyed that serenade.
Oh man, I know I did. Sad trombones are my favorite serenade.
Okay, so just one thing. I did have to reinstall OBS recently after shenanigans. So please
Mm,
let me know how the audio settings are.
I will be keeping an eye on the chat to make sure that everything is up to date. And to keep an eye on the chat, I will be opening up Chatty. Uh, but actually, no, that's a lie. I don't have Chatty installed on this computer. What the fuck? That's fine. I'll
Oh,
just
we
open
are
it up. I'll just
professionals.
open it up in Twitch.
Hmm.
All right. So last time,
Holy crap! The
if I
game's so quiet on my end. What's going on? Capture
and
card,
that
please.
happens. Just looking at the meters in OBS, I think you could stand to maybe dial us down just a little bit. Not sure.
All
Depends on what
right.
people say in the chat say.
Okay, so that I've adjusted the volume for myself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit better. Hopefully, I don't jump scare myself when I when I first encounter the. Right, that's the run button. I'm trying to press the Monster Hunter run button.
That's me yesterday or the other day when I was playing Balan and I tried clicking the stick to sprint because I was on Resident Evil mode. Because that was the only other thing I've played on the fucking PlayStation. Uh, so, last time we navigated the tunnels and
Mhm.
we got out and found that we were in the Lisa Trevor's house, which
Yeah,
is
that's. Isn't
a
that a
lovely
bit
place.
ominous?
And we're on our way back to the main room because we have the other metal object that is needed to make our way into the basement. The basement, not the basement with the shitty music.
Wait, well, it's not that shitty in this game.
Oh yeah, in this game it's cool. I like it. So the story behind that song that was playing at the beginning, I don't know if you know the full extent of it,
I think I've
because it is a
over-tuned
fucking
my volume
interesting
settings.
experience. Um, So the original Resident Evil on the PlayStation got
Yep.
3 versions. There was the original version, uh, released in '96. There was a re-release later in the year, or the following year, I believe, um, called the Director's Cut, and that was basically just a slightly improved version.
That let
And
you
then,
use the analog sticks.
yep, and then there was one last one called there was the third one was the DualShock edition, and because it was the second version of the Director's Cut, um, because it was the Director's Cut DualShock edition specifically, they wanted to give it a new soundtrack, and they did. It was composed by an up and coming quote unquote uh, Japanese Beethoven for the digital age, is the way that he was described. I forget what his name is, but I'm gonna double check. Google search. Takashi Nigaki is the guy's name. He is a Japanese composer and music teacher who served as the orchestrator and ghostwriter for Mamoru
Ghost
Samuragochi
Rider.
for 18 years, composing musical works that included the soundtracks for Resident Evil Director's Cut DualShock version. Um, so Mamoru Gochi is the one that's credited with the DualShock version soundtrack, but Takashi Nigaki is the one that actually made it. Except for maybe that one that we heard. That one might have just been Mamoru Samuragochi, because I'm pretty sure that he doesn't know how to write music. That's a joke. There is actually a decent amount of complexity to that piece, but it sounds very farty. I don't know. The
Yeah,
whole
they just used a really bad sound font.
yeah,
The
and
worst.
if it had slowed down and used different instruments, like a different synthesizers and all that, I think it would sound really cool. And there was a version that I heard that kind of did that, and it's really fucking cool. And you can even hear a little bit of the original Mansion Basement theme in it, because they made the whole soundtrack from scratch using high quality MIDI instrument or higher
Oh.
quality MIDI instruments, which is why that trombone sounds so viscerally blatty. All right, do you mind putting OBS in full screen?
Yeah, I was just waiting to see if there was anybody was
Oh
going
yeah,
to comment on the volume.
yeah. I'm gonna triple double check myself just to make sure.
Two metal objects.
Metal objects.
Uh, what are these metals for again? I have no memory of them.
Take them out and examine them. Also,
Back
looking at
in.
looking at the stream, music and audio balance seems good.
Excellent.
Good old MIDI brass.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Figure that out when we get to it.
I'll do a little bit of reading. So I believe, did you save?
Yeah, we have a save file at the Trevor house.
At the okay, because there is something that Nah, nah, we'll see it.
I
We'll see
fired
it.
like 2 bullets on the way from there to here,
Oh
so
yeah, no. Yeah, it's not about resource conservation so much as it is just distance traveled. Plus, we're nearing the end of the game and you have enough ink ribbons to spare.
well, I mean the last time you said that.
I, that's fair. Never trust my intuition. Give me just 1 second. I gotta take my headphones off.
Not necessary.
The fuck does it mean not necessary?
Hmm.
Can you check the other one? I think this one is the one that you pulled from the little slot. The one that had already been used. So I think the other one has the uh hmm. This is strange. Doing some reading to make sure I got this right.
Octagonal things are the keys,
Hmm.
right? So it's
They should
not
be.
like the... I didn't pick out the wrong ones, did I?
That could be the case. I'm reading this and I'm trying to find place the two stone and metal objects in the indentations in the doors.
Oh, only one is metal. Only one is
Yeah.
stone and metal. The other is just metal.
Okay, so then looks like you're missing something. Or oh no, I remember seeing one of them in the item box. It was a brown hexagon. So I think you need to combine it with just the metal one. So one of them is stone and metal, and the other one is missing its part.
Come on. Thank you. Depth perception.
See, clearly the problem is that we didn't stand at the gate patiently for 3.5 minutes while elevator music played.
Okay, you friggin'...
I can't get over how much handgun ammo we have. It's absurd.
Yeah, you need the whole entire thing just to kill one enemy at this point.
I'll tell you. Did you? You didn't grab the.
What?
Darn.
What do you mean? There's
There
nothing
was
else in here.
It looked like there was a. Am I stupid?
There's this floppy disk, if that's what you were thinking of.
I might have seen that and melted it in my brain with another thing. Give me a second. I'm gonna check.
Oh, this sucks.
Oh, there's an item that you didn't get in Lisa's room. So if you want, you can just reload the save from Lisa's house.
Oy.
That's my bad. I should have been checking the the thing earlier. Just because you hadn't, I don't remember you fully exploring the area.
Yeah, we might have been a little bit rushed at the end of the last stream.
Yeah, fear can't kill you, but fear can't kill you, but
My butt is immune to fear.
that's why you have to think with your butt in when times are tough.
Okay.
All right, it doesn't say where in Lisa's house it is, so keep your eyes peeled.
Exploration. Fear can't kill you, butts.
God,
Larry.
the Ace Attorney dub is so good because there's all kinds of new opportunities for wordplay.
Oh yeah, it's red.
Yeah. And the one in particular that I love is um one in particular that I love is when Larry is like throwing a tantrum on the witness stand, pretty much. Uh, Nick says Larry has always been a cheeky one, or Butts has always been a cheeky one, and
Nope.
it's really. But fear will give you the brown pant, and that's worse. This bed is still warm.
Oh, is that it?
Ah, yep, that makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. Jewelry boxes are very Resident Evil-y. Wow, it's very kind of the kind of them. Oh, family picture and notes. Some written on the back. November 10th, 1967. Progenitor virus administered. Jessica administered virus type A. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion negative. Action disposed. Lisa administered virus type B. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion positive but delayed fusion. Body modification observed constant results. Status continue protective observation. George, action terminated, November 30th, 1967. There's a journal left by someone. November 14th, 1967. I feel dizzy after that shot they gave me. I don't see Mom. Where did they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy. But she was a fake, not my real mom. Same face, but different inside. Have to find Mom. Have to give face back to Mother.
Oh dear.
I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away. Because Mom's sad when I meet her without her face. From inside box, scent of mommy. Maybe true mother there. Stone box hard. It hurt. Steel rope in the way. Can't see mother because 4 stones.
Wait, that's.
Scary.
Is this referring to the coffin that we had to use the masks to open? Was the zombie inside her?
Uh, if you're referring to the Crimson Head,
Yeah.
the Elder Crimson, I will neither confirm nor deny.
Oh boy.
But I will keep what that note said in mind because that is some good stuff. Honestly, I think Lisa Trevor is one of my favorite additions to this game just because the original game's bosses were just like big spider, big snake, big man. Which, spoilers, the final boss of this game is a tyrant, which is just a very big man. So, like, it's nice to have something creepy kind of insert, like, I don't know. I like it. She's also very Silent Hill in design, I guess. Something about the way that she lumbers and how abominable she looks reminds me of, like, Pyramid Head or, like, the nurses.
Looky look. Now we can finally friggin' advance.
Yeah, thinking back, I remember when we got to Lisa's little underground chamber with all the candles in it last time. You pretty much made a beeline for the ladder so you could save.
Yeah, right.
Bang!
Later.
This reminds me, after the last stream, I went and watched a guide for to make sure that you weren't forgetting anything. I conveniently did not watch the part where he picked up the jewelry box, so that also played a role in me forgetting to mention it. But the guy had this accent, and he was like, "So this is where Lisa lives, yes? And there are all these candles here. So I like to think that Lisa goes around the mansion lighting all the candles so she can look for her mother."
Oh.
Which makes it really sad. I might be paraphrasing or
No.
combining things that he said into one statement, but that's the gist of what he said, which makes it just really sad. Poor Lisa.
Yeah. She's a little girl in a horror game. There's got to be fucked up stuff happening to her.
Mm. Well, she was a little girl in 1967. By now, she's fully grown into a beautiful young monster lady.
True enough.
I'm working on a list of things to put on a. I remember back when I made the list of uh make the list of like best to worst romantic partners for the Resident Evil dudes, and then someone said, "Okay, but when are you gonna make one? Or where does Mr. X place on this?" And I was like, I will make a tier list for specifically for the monsters in Resident Evil." And Lisa Trevor is on that list.
How far
Uh,
along are you on that?
a good chunk of it was just determining which ones I did and didn't want to include because there's a lot of monsters. I I
There
I
sure are.
tried limiting it to humanoid or once humanoid forms. Uh, so like um, Plant 42 isn't on the list. Yawn isn't on the list. Um, Black Mamba, I think is its name. It's the big tarantula that you fought. Like those guys aren't on the list, but like
They, they
Lady
named a spider
Dimitrescu,
after a snake.
which is one of the reasons that I remembered its name.
There we friggin' go. It wouldn't let me use
Hooray!
either of them unless I had both properly made up.
That's pretty dumb. So the Resident Evil wiki is very thorough with a lot of things. One thing that they are kind of annoying with is their the way that they format things. So
Ah,
like
excellent.
there's like different tabs or different windows where you can see like biography, development, gameplay, quotes, gallery, appearances. All those are different tabs rather than being in on one page. That's like all the way down, like just scrolling all the way down. It's a little weird. But anyway, I want you to take a guess as to how many times Lisa Trevor appeared in a video game.
2.
You know what? That's what I said. I'm only wrong by technicality because the other two don't really matter.
Huh.
Um, uh, the two that don't matter are Patchy Slot Biohazard from 2008. It's a pachinko machine, obviously. And
Mhm.
then Mina to Biohazard Clan Master, a mobile game in Japan from 2012.
Ah, yeah,
Um,
those only half count, I would say.
mhm. Um, and there's a handful of times when she's mentioned or talked about in a file. She's even mentioned in a file in Resident Evil 5.
Must have missed that one. I mean, not like
Oh
we
yeah,
were deliberately looking for files.
oh yeah. The not the files that are in like she wasn't in any of the files that we would have found just lying around the world. They were in like the bonuses menu that you get for like completing the game gradually
Uh,
and doing different things. Like if you read up on like after you beat after you
cool.
beat Wesker, you get like his bio and stuff.
Barry!
Jill,
Barry,
you're
My friend
alive.
is totally not a traitor.
as he nervously holds his magnum behind his back.
Thought you were.
A sandwich.
Nice try,
Start
dick.
talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me.
Oh, hi. We were just talking about you not too long ago.
Ooh, I just noticed she has an eyeball on her back. End my suffering. Oh, you know what?
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
Hell yes.
Thanks, Jill.
So, do not let him die. He can die here.
Oh, the same way that Wesker can die in the video I
Except
saw.
if Wesker dies, it's funny, because he
Deserves
ultimately
it.
that was his plan.
Oops.
Thank you, Barry. Barry's the real G. So, do you remember what that log mentioned?
Nope.
Stone box.
Oh.
pillars.
Oh.
When in doubt, push shit.
Push
in
stuff.
This game
Jill.
might be from the other side. Oh yeah, no, you were on the right side, I think. Oh, she sounds like a parrot.
Excuse me.
If they ever give this game the same overhaul they did for RE2 and 3, I hope
Oh,
they make
come
Lisa
on.
Trevor a
Thanks.
persistent threat like that. Or just let you happen to stumble across Barry wandering around so you could like help him out or something.
There we go.
Congration. I'll put it back now.
Okay.
Bye. And that's Lisa Trevor, everyone. So,
Rip.
her only other appearance is in Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles, which is, just to make sure I'm talking about it correctly and not bullshitting, I'm going to open up its page.
Should I have talked to Barry before I left?
I don't know if you could have, but if you could have, you should have. But it's too late now, I think.
Oh well. Ooh.
But her only other appearance was in Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles, which is a rail shooter for the PS3 and Wii. I believe it was also re-released on the PS4.
Ah. I
Yep.
know what I gotta do with that if I can find a storage box.
I'm pretty sure you can go back to
Guess
the...
I'm just going back to the old one.
And when you're there, you can check up with Barry. But her only other appearance is in Umbrella Chronicles, and in that game, you fight her when you play as Wesker in his escape from the Arclay mansion before it blows up.
I was supposed to talk to him.
I don't believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
I say as I
Okay.
backtrack and do the exact opposite of going up ahead. But yeah, so there's a really good line from Wesker in the Umbrella Chronicles, which I should mention, by that point in the series, Wesker had already been recast as DC Douglas, because I think his first major one was for Resi 5, which was a year before. But either way, so in Umbrella Chronicles, Wesker has DC Douglas as the voice, and so there's a really good line that he says after you defeat Lisa Trevor by dropping the chandelier on her, and she says, or he says to her, "Be a good girl and stay dead this time," which is really good. Also, hello, Dragonesque. Good to see you. We just
Hello.
we just reunited a desperate young girl with her mother's skull. You know, like you do. Oh, I didn't. I thought you had a handful more ink ribbons than you did. You've only
Just
used
two.
yeah, you've only used one tonight though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, so you're pretty set in terms of saving for the rest of things if you keep up
Yeah,
with
at least
the
Trevor
rate you're
fight
doing.
wasn't too bad. I know now that I know what I'm doing, I can probably do
Mhm.
that in a minute.
Be a good girl and stay dead this time. Also, since Lisa Trevor is basically invincible, it's even though he dropped a chandelier on her as the mansion was exploding, it's still ambiguous as to whether or not she survived. So
Don't that
she
figure?
could she could just be a new urban legend in the Arclay Mountains, where she's basically like the Arclay Mountains version of the Wendigo or Bigfoot or whatever.
The Arclay Cryptid.
Cryptid, that was the word I was thinking of.
And Medal of Wolf. Medal of Wolf Chaos.
I know like nothing about that game.
All I know
I
is
ought
that you
to.
are president and you drive robot.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's that game, duh! Oh my god, that game is so fucking stupid. I saw John play a little bit of it.
There we go.
FMV.
Well then.
Fancy.
I went around the wrong way. Oh, it's a whole staircase going down here. Where
The
the
magic
magic
happens.
happens. Ho, 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 ho.
Sign reads, "Will not open unless in first class emergency."
Well, time to start an emergency. Oh, it's a ladder.
Oh, this is a cute detail in the guide. After you're done, the metal gate will
More
open back
saves.
up, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, actually more saves.
Nice. It says, once in the elevator, it's
Oh,
time
may
to
as
switch
well.
to disc 2. Obviously, if you're playing on PS3, PS4, Xbox One, no disc swapping necessary. How kind of you to make a mention of that. You are now in Jill's final area, the labs, because, as they say, this is where the magic happens.
Mm-hmm. They got some more heals. And
This also seems like a good time to take out your MO disc,
oh, right.
because this seems like the only area in the game where there would be a computer. Except for maybe the Aqua Ring, but we flooded that computer area. Good old days of disc swapping. There's something charming about that.
I liked how the virtual PS1 the PS1 classics on the PlayStation 3, they still make you swap discs from the menu. You just
That's really cute.
when it gives you the prompt, you open up the menu, and there's a little drop down there you can switch. Select which disc you're currently using.
Oh, that's a satisfying ass splat. That reminds me of how the DS Virtual Console on Wii U works, where there's a button to change the orientation of it on the screen or whatever. Or even, I remember when Tor Kirby was playing Phantom Hourglass, they made a cute little animation with with a DS as it like snapped shut.
More disc.
And so apparently there's basically a button in the Wii U version where you can just close the DS, which I think is really cute. Which means that you could hypothetically have Mario go, "It's a me, Mario. Bye bye. It's a me, bye bye. It's a me,
I forgot
bye-bye."
they did that.
It was so cute. I always liked that. For me, it always turned into a game of like, can you still be peeking through the fridge door when the light turns off, kind of thing? Like, can I trick Mario into saying it's a me, Mario, while the screens are still turned off? Like, just pushing it.
Nope, not dealing with that. Oh shit, hi.
Just turns right the fuck around.
Come on, can I please get some good aim here? Thank you.
Ort.
That was a lot of grenades.
Yeah, but you got a bunch. Also, the acid rounds are probably best for the fodder, I think. Just because they eat through their lower health pretty quickly. I don't have the exact damage stats, but that's kind of how they work in the other games, so that is a pretty safe bet. Oh, you can combine your green herb with your other green.
Right. I forgot they go up to 3.
Yeah. 3 is always the max when it comes to combining herbs. Unless they do something weird in Resi 4 that I don't know of, but that doesn't sound like something they would do. Information management server.
I see an umbrella.
Ropples.
Rupples.
Oh, there might be a hint if you look at one of the discs. Parasol. This one says 1200. And the other one...
Also
Oh,
1200.
no, it's the same. Okay, they're just two different ones that look the same. But I would try Parasol. Oh shit, you need a username and password. I thought it was going in the... Oh well. You'll probably be able to find it. There might be a document somewhere that we're missing. In fact, there looks like there's a blood-covered document right there. Yep.
Right.
Do you want to read this one?
There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body.
Gross.
The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them V-Acts. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes much more agile and aggressive. Already, 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric incident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. I was just going to ask. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. That was the big Crimson Head.
Yeah, I believe the official name of that boss is the Elder Crimson, which is a kick-ass name.
Even considering that they're suspended from the air, these people are pretty tall.
Yeah, being genetically modified will do stuff like that. Ooh.
I got heals right now.
There was also something on the floor that I don't know what it was.
Is that just the healing again? Nope.
No, that's a stun battery. Nice.
Always good.
But there was one, like, on the floor. One more there, on the ground. Not quite. Just wait a sec. You see that little speck by her boot? It looked like it was glimmering. It might
That
have
is
been
the
what was on.
reflection of the cables on the floor.
No, yeah, but it looked like there was a glimmer coming from there a little bit ago, but that might have just been the first aid thing on the shelf. You're probably fine. You'll be back in this area anyway.
Mm-hmm. Right. Locked. Also locked? Yep.
Symbol resembling a power something?
Power area.
I believe you don't have to go to any of the previous areas unless you missed an item, which you didn't.
Hopefully. Ooh. Yes, please.
It's so nice that the defensive weapons aren't part of your main inventory.
Mm-hmm.
The Resi 2 remake doesn't do that, but you also get expanded inventory, and also Leon and Claire both start with 8 slots, as opposed to Chris arbitrarily having fewer slots.
He needs to save room for his muscles.
He flexed and his sleeve and the sleeves came off of his shirt, but the problem with that is that there were pouches tied to those, and he now has. Oh, my
Ada.
dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. Hold on, wait, can you go back one page to make sure I read that correctly? Oh, shit. John 8. Okay, never mind. They're just going to tell us. Cool. Because I thought I misread it and said using my name as the username, or using, like, I was making sure I wasn't
I got it.
Wrong thing. Okay, yeah. Yours truly, John. Hold on. Is this another page to the thing after the John thing?
Yeah, I tried to go back, but I hit the escape button instead, so there was still more note.
You will need another password, blah, blah, blah. As a safety measure, I've coded the password into an X-ray picture, a Rowent genogram? Rowent genogram. I know you, and I'm sure you'll be able to work it out without any trouble. There's just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John.
Cromgram.
So that is actually a reference. I believe it was added posthumously in the remake. And I'm going to do some double checking about this. But trying to gather my words to make sure I know what I'm saying first. In the beta of Resident Evil 2, Ada was originally a researcher working for Umbrella, looking for her boyfriend named John. And John is a random, just a dude that works at Umbrella, presumably. So it's a but it's a nice little addition to make to reference the beta, because I'm pretty sure at this point some info about the beta was already out. But that would have been really fucking early on.
Yay!
Congration. Oh, no.
We need more
Apparently-
passwords to unlock these.
Apparently, the original script from the first game, or the original version of the game, also
That would
referred
help.
to Ada, or referred to John writing to Ada, but the password was looks like M fish upside down L M.
Hmm.
It's like key things. Also, I misread the last line of the original script where it says, "And this is my last hope. If you find me completely changed, please kill me yourself." And my eyes glazed over it, and I thought it said, "Please
Oh.
kill yourself." And I was like, hmm. It's like just the other day when I glanced at the text in the bottom of Balan Wonderworld screen, and I thought it said Tim Transphobe instead of Tim Trampoline. It's like, I still don't know how that particular word is the one that got picked out. The Tims would never. They're better than that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got 4 ink ribbons. Unsure as to. I think you can burn one of them. Excuse me. Oh, no, you only need to burn one of them because I think in
The other one was headshot.
Yeah. I might be thinking of a different hallway where there was a second one. Oh, and you can also get
Yeah,
more fuel from
Exactly.
Ah. That guy caught fire pretty quickly considering he's laying in a puddle. And his body is probably pretty soggy. Is it full or is it just okay, yeah, it's full. Because I'm pretty sure it's only got the 2. So, in the remake in this game, Chris has the lighter as his default sub item, like how Jill has the lockpick, which honestly, from the way I saw it, doesn't really seem like it was all that useful. The bigger reason that you'd want to play as Jill is just because she has 8 slots.
Yeah.
But the fact that Chris only has 6 slots and gets the lighter is a little frustrating. If it was the other way around and Jill had 6 slots, because women's pants don't have pockets, like then the lockpick would make going back to the item room a little faster because you could get more shortcuts. But like, I don't know. Plus, Chris looks like he could carry like at least 6 extra inventory slots worth of stuff. Like even in this game, before he was freaking ripped to all hell like he is in 5, he is still very stocky, very wide, or at least wider than Wesker, who is supposed to be this super strong, or
Oh, there's more room in
super
this room.
strong, super capable member of Stars, because he's the captain. I kind of get. You can just if you could just release the locks on the levers. How many slots do you have open right now?
2, I think.
Okay, because there was a first aid thing in the other room that you could grab, but I don't think you.
Grenades and ink ribbons. And what the
Oh,
heck?
and
Is that a Roomba?
big thing. Slide filter. X-ray photograph. Isn't quite human. Methinks I know what that is. Oh, there's a little scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. To Sanitation Division. Attention, Manager of Sanitation from Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third after reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately.
Well, somebody didn't do their job.
We expect significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus's outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. A success of our research results, I would think it would be, but oh well. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first.
Uh-huh. More evil corporation shit.
Mm-hmm. You had an MO disk, you could transmit the passcode to the system.
I do, in fact. I have 2. Oh, but
So
I need 3.
there must be a third one lying around. But at the very least, you can put in the 2 that you have now.
Not necessary.
Did you... there you go.
Guess I gotta find another one somewhere else.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Can you examine the item that you picked up? Oh, this. I was gonna say, don't do that yet. Aha! There are red-colored slides inside. Nothing's on it. Can you turn it around? Can you zoom in and try spinning it around, like or rotating it so you can make a fucking slidey horse thing? Riveting.
Doesn't work like that.
Imagine just loading in a reel of film into a projector, and then instead of the reel spinning, the entire camera just starts spinning around on the tripod. It's like that one animator that does the squishy cat and penguin thing, where they just do exactly that pretty much. I would say now. How many slots do you have open? 3? No, 2. I would say grab the ink ribbons.
I have plenty.
Okay, yeah.
Besides,
you can come back
this
if you
room's
start
right
running low. Right. Who put the incendiary shells right on top of the only sink? That also looked like the only sink that wasn't overflowing with disgusting grime. So, like, that seems like it's a pretty... if Jill was going to wash her hands at any point during this incident, that would probably have been a good time to do it.
Okay.
Forget
Mark
being
David.
infected, but... Ark David or Mark David? Clark. I totally didn't read the word when it popped up and forgot what it was from when I read it previously.
Really? Are we just going straight down the fucking hell! I'm not looking at that.
Remember earlier today when I was asking for fake names?
Gail Holland.
Looks like it's straight up R. Something scrawled in the note. Lungs, esophagus, liver, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, colon.
Use the electronic door, place the initials in. You're just spelling it out for me,
really?
and it's that easy a puzzle.
Can you check the stomach one to make the one that was in between to make sure? Ed Fisher. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so now what?
Is there a little bit to the... Aha! Alright, so that's colon Hold on, let me jot some notes down. Colon, esophagus, stomach,
Lungs.
colon, esophagus, stomach, lung. What an awkward way for the things to, oh no, it's the liver.
Hmm.
Oh wow, it spells out cell. Colon, esophagus, liver, lungs, cell. Shuffle, shuffle.
I thought that was the sound of the zombies getting back up.
Nah, this is just my same desk I use for school stuff. So there's school stuff around, and
Probably
this
should
desk
burn those.
is very wide and has a good chunk of space. But there's only one drawer and it is very narrow.
Hmm.
There's like little cabinet sort of things that I can put other stuff in, but like it's a little annoying. So,
Yay!
bingo! Oh man, that's a fucking Metal Gear Solid ass view in the bottom left. Roppel's system. Oh, examine that one again. Look in the top right. Turn. What are the different colors? It's like next menu, go home, something rooms, and then turn.
Tour to all. TURETYWE.
Huh. Entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the past codes. Huh. This isn't important stuff, but I thought the the one next to the red button said turn tyrant all. And I was like, what? Also, I just noticed it as you were closing out of it that the same icon, like the same window, was being shown on the left as well.
Hmm.
Are you stuck behind a chair or are you
Nope.
just making Jill do wiggly? Yeah.
I'm just doing the wiggly. Stupid. Wiggly, wiggly.
Resident
Wiggly
Evil,
tough.
no step challenge where the game does not count any footsteps because you never lift your feet off the ground and instead you just do that awkward shuffle and like drag your feet along the entire mansion.
I want to burn these two.
That seems like a good idea. No step speed run any percent.
So
like
that's
Mario-
probably the room that got unlocked. I'll come back to it.
Yeah. Did you have one or two uses in your kerosene thing? Okay.
I thought you were going to say inventory slots, but that is also the same number.
Yeah, I figured it was. I remembered you filled it up, but I couldn't remember if you used it. I would store your super cocaine.
My what?
For the mixed herb of all three things, the one that looks like I made the cocaine joke about, because I'm pretty sure that has the.
Oh yeah, and there's
poison in it.
also meds that we can pick up.
Yeah. That's the strat. Use first aid sprays first because you can't combine them with anything versus red herbs or like green herbs you can combine together if you can't find any red herbs in You can combine them together
Yeah, we
in a
get
pinch when you can't find them, and so on. Blah blah blah. Words. Speaking.
Okay. First is
Burn the
you.
soggy body.
Not getting burned by that again. Okay. Nicely done. While
Yeah,
I'm here, I'm
looking
gonna
at
go pick
the
up that med.
looking at the guide, it is also very much recommending that you burn the corpses. So,
Well, yeah, that looks like a hallway I'm gonna be passing through a lot.
I'm glad you stopped by, Fridge. Good to see ya.
What do you mean there's nothing unusual? That's more like it.
Nothing unusual here.
Oh,
Oh, so it just gives you an herb thing instead. I haven't actually seen that before. That's kind of cute. It's also not. It's not as good as a canister, but that's fine. It's cute seeing the little packaging, like a fucking bag of trail mix or whatever, or like a granola bar. God, so like in Resi 1 through 3, it's just like powder in a little napkin looking thing or parchment paper thing. But then in Resi 5, it's like a fucking deodorant spray thing, so you can use it on yourself and your partner. And then in Resi 6, it's fucking Tic Tacs, which you can also share with your partner. But it also
I know.
just
That's
it's
definitely the
weird.
funniest one.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious, but it also consolidates all of your healing into one little inventory slot, pretty much, which is very convenient. But I don't understand what the limitations on it are, because I've never actually done it myself, and everyone I've watched play it seemed to be pretty confused about it, about the max. But you can also do the share thing for that one, which is great. But when I saw that it was in a little pouch there, and I mentioned granola bars, it made me think: what if in Resident Evil 8, or really any Resident Evil game, the first aid sprays, when you combine them together, just made like a little cookie that you baked with the herb spray or something like that, or instead of the actual first aid spray, it was literally just a fucking granola bar.
And there's the third disc. Now, where do I put?
Excellent. Yeah, so we used one of them in a computer already, but we still need to find the other two computers. It looks like one's right there.
Nope.
No, that was the shotgun shell box. I thought it was a disk drive.
Oh.
Security protocols.
Heliport
thought I
for
read the
executive
last
use
one.
only. Does not apply. Passage to heliport is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. On site. Oops.
That's...
The elevator stops during emergencies. For use by the Special Research Division only, all other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Prison Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher. Wait, are these passwords?
Hold on, let me jot those down.
A. Wesker!
Hey! At
Hey!
least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker must be present if viral use is authorized. I'll write those names down. E. Smith, S. Ross, and A. Wesker.
Entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. Okay. So that's all that's explaining.
Yeah. In this room, Nitro compound. Oh, yeah. This restriction may not apply to consultant research special authorization. Use and access to... regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of T-Virus. And then someone spilled coffee on it.
Wow, it doesn't even look like you can read anything there, and that's basically your hint that Wesker's evil.
Well, I think there's a... I mean, in one way, it being tucked out of the corner of things makes it a little more subtle. But on the other hand, he wears sunglasses at night, so like, how trustworthy can he be? If the item box is just on the way back, you could just snag the first aid spray if you get the room for it.
Yeah.
And then just put it back. Also, seeing the shot on site misspelled reminds me, there is on the page for the any given game in the Resi series on the wiki, there's summary, plot, gameplay, development, marketing, reception, credits, gallery. All those are standard things. And one particular one that I like seeing is translation errors. But apparently this particular game does not have a page on translation errors.
Huh.
But I bet the original one will, so I'm gonna look at that. See what the fuck is going on with that.
Alright, give me the first aid. I want to see if that's the last item left to pick up in this room.
I would think so. You were pretty thorough
Nope.
along the edge. No. Can you examine the projector?
Umbrella bioorganic weapon official report.
Oh wow! Oh my god! Hold on. The thing said it looked like bow wow for a second, but no, it's bow wow. Bow war. So Cerberus, Neptune, Hunter. Fuck these things. Tyrant. Bioorganic weapons research group, development staff. Does one of those guys look familiar? Hold on, let me jot that down.
Can't go back. Yeah, please.
834170623. You can probably go back through them. Film has been sent to place. Yeah.
I don't know any of these people.
The guy on the right.
Oh my god.
It's a little hard to tell because he kind of looks like just a space alien, but yeah, that's Wesker. Who knew Wesker had a degree in biochemistry?
And now I feel stupid for putting the slides back, as that's where I used that.
I'm actually going to check and see if the Resident Evil wiki has any notes on Wesker's potential doctorate, which I don't think he has. I'm pretty sure he's just a whatchamacallit. Like, he was just in on it. He wasn't the like an actual researcher. All right.
I mean, he was in the research staff photo.
That is true. That is true. They don't put research staff in your title for nothing. Reading. Oh no, I was wrong. Apparently, Wesker's first, chronologically, or not chronologically,
Oh wait! God damn it! It was the last slide was the only one that was different.
8462.
Still red. What's in this room? Oh wait, is that a door?
Red rum, red rum.
I have now adopted the run along the wall spamming X method.
There's a little door on the left, on the like the little. Like, no, really? It looks like there's a door there.
I know it does.
Can you check the map one more time? Is there a floor beneath you where that you could? I mean, like, is it possible that you'll like climb a ladder into that section of that room? Oh,
Maybe?
doesn't seem like it, unless I'm mistaken in the way things are lining up. I will double check the guide to be sure.
Ah.
Oh, aha!
There we go. What was the number you wrote down?
8462. And if it's not 2, it'd be 3. I remembered it was one of the last. There we go. Bingo. Also, apparently I was mistaken because Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles came out in 2007, but Resident Evil 5 took place in 2009.
Zambo.
Kenneth S.
Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
Kenneth's voice
Oh.
is so fucking funny.
Poor Kenneth.
That zombie must have really taken a bite out of that camera to fuck up the film that bad. Yeah, do you want to watch your teammate's snuff film again?
Hmm. Yeah, now the room's cleared out. Right, got the key now. Let's go check out those locked rooms from before. Use the key,
So-
and use the key again. No
That
further use.
key.
Excellent. Just as I thought.
Nice. So I don't know if there's going to be another time that I can, that I'll remember to mention this. So I'm going to mention it now.
Hear you.
Do you remember during the Lisa boss fight, the weird tentacle things popped out of her back?
Yep.
And how she also had eyeballs, or like at least one large eyeball on her back.
Mm-hmm.
Those are traits consistent with is that
Camera, please. I want to know what I have to shoot.
oh, is that a spider? Or maybe a snake? I genuinely can't tell. I would just jump down and fucking pray.
Oh, Jesus,
no, it's
what
one of
the
these things.
fuck?
Hate these.
Flee, man.
These are Reapers. They suck. We fought them in
I'm
Resi
going-
5.
Can I assume that this phrase can be taken literally?
They do a fuck
Considering the
ton of
way it
damage.
looks?
I don't think that they do have the instant kill thing that they did in 5, but they do a fuck ton of damage, like the hunters.
Oh, wait, these are those
good,
things.
there's more. Oh yeah, the things that came out of the cocoons.
Come the fuck on.
These also, because they're disintegrating after you kill them, they don't come back to life like other zombies think. Most
Oh, yeah.
like the dogs didn't either.
gathered.
So. I'm scrolling through the guide to catch up to where you are, and it's weird seeing the list list items as such as X-ray of Clark and X-ray of Gale.
Hmm.
It's like
Always with the pushing of things.
okay. I will. There's a big notice here, in the guide. Be sure to use all the ammo discs. I will try and point out where to use them if you don't find them, but
Okay. I will stop advancing this way.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to do it right now. I'm just saying in general.
Well, I'm also
But-
kind of still looking for where they go.
Yeah, I would imagine they would be in red rooms because they would open a door, and behind that door would be an item or something, I guess. But yeah, I mentioned the Lisa Trevor thing and then got sidetracked, as I do.
Yeah, you do
but
that.
but the tentacles and the eyeball are traits that are consistent with the G virus, which we will come to see, or rather, the tentacles are a thing that happen with a bunch of things. I most often think of Ouroboros,
Mhm.
but they're not exclusive to that. But then the eyeball thing, like the extra eyeballs growing, is usually associated with the G virus, which you will come to know and fear? Question mark. Part of a corpse lies on the operating table. That's lovely. What the fuck is that club-looking thing over the operating table?
Looks like the sort.
Biohazard mask.
Thank you. I get it because the game's called Biohazard.
Also, it probably said mark. I just misread it as mask. That or there's a typo, which wouldn't surprise me. It pleases me to no end that Resident Evil 7, in the States with the subtitle Biohazard, how you can still have the 7 in both the American and Japanese names of Biohazard and, the evil part.
I know, it's beautiful graphic design. Oh, right.
Mhm. Same thing for Village, which was especially great because I distinctly remember when we were all in the voice call watching the Sony presentation.
Oh, fuck!
Hi.
You're
Oh,
red.
Jesus. Knife!
I'm out.
Nothing else in there. Might as well just leave him with that knife in his head. But my brain totally lost track of what I was talking about after that. Dude running at you. Fuck. This is gonna bother me. God damn it! This is this is killing me. Why the fuck can't I remember this? I'm gonna clip it. I don't know if I'll be able to go back far enough, but I need to know this. Because, like, I was gonna mention something vaguely important, and then I didn't.
Okay. Need to turn on the power. Did mention something like that in the note.
Well, with how fucked up my browser is behaving right now, I probably missed my window to check that clip to see what I was talking about, so
Fuck you.
if I remember to go back and check the VOD later,
Goodbye.
I will just... Did he just hop back up into the rafters or
Yeah,
hop
he
over
said,
you?
fuck this.
Great. Perfect.
Oh. More of them. I have one acid grenade left. Then
God fucking damn it. When I went back to the clip, I rewound as far as I could, and the first thing I hear myself say is, and then saying that I lost my train of thought. So I missed the window by a slim margin, and that makes me mad. Oh well, I'll check it later. If you want, you could try taking the... Do you have the shotgun, or do you have a decent amount of shotgun ammo?
Oh, I have lots of shotgun ammo, but there's
Okay,
no
then-
box nearby.
Okay, well, next time you go to a box, you could swap out the Magnum for the shotgun.
That was the plan.
As long as you... Yeah. Just because while I was checking the clips thing,
Goodbye.
I heard you mention your ammo shortage, and I was like, I'll offer some advice that he probably is already going to do. Because he's good at video games. God damn it, there's so many of these things.
Okay. I don't want to be using my Magnum ammo on these guys.
Yeah, not on these things. These things could go splat if you just kicked them. Red room, red room.
Why?
Later, bitch. Oh, he just climbed back through the rafters to
Yep.
get at you. Lovely.
God damn it, I just went in a big circle.
How the fuck did that miss?
I don't know, but I hate it. God damn it! I hate this camera!
Yeah, the camera is not doing you very many favors in this particular area. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Dragonster.
That's the person who introduced me to Bloodborne.
Ah. I think I have one friend on my PlayStation account right now because I didn't... Like, I sent out a handful, but most of them haven't responded by virtue of playing other video games and not using their PS4s right now. Like I remember sending one out to, like, Sega and Saps and stuff, but it's bizarre not seeing stuff like on the Switch where it says, like, your friend's online or whatever for the PlayStation, despite the fact that that seems like I don't know. It's probably also to do with the fact that I just, like, my friends are generally more Nintendo fans than PlayStation fans, but, you know, that's nothing. Two ballots. Two ballots. Yes. 2 bullets left in your Magnum. God dang. If you really wanted to... You could also try loading up the... no. Just save the grenade launcher for later. You've got enough handgun ammo to deal with the Reapers all on their own. 83 rounds of handgun ammo. Christ almighty. Is the shotgun loaded up fully? I assume so. Launch. It's weird looking at the icon on the menu and seeing that you have 4 daggers just chilling. Also, the daggers thing somehow led my brain back to what I was saying earlier, I think. But during the PlayStation conference, when we were watching and it was the reveal for Resident Evil 8, and it was like, this looks like it'd be Resident Evil because I thought I saw the umbrella thing, and also it looks like zombies or vampires or something, and it was like, ooh, this looks cool. And then it just showed Village, and we were like, ah, and then the light it did the dramatic sting, and then it just illuminated the Roman numerals for 8 in its name, and it's like, yeah!
That was a spectacular moment.
It was such a good reveal.
Really? It went back?
Oh no. I'm pleasantly surprised that I didn't have to encourage you to push anything in this room.
Okay,
And that is not meant
this
as a slight
actually-
against you in any way, so much as it is just
Same
how
utterly
weird it is.
useless place. What? Oh, I get it. It's puzzle.
can puzzle how.
Have to push it over from the other side, I think.
Ah.
Not sure what that'll do, but
There could be like a ladder or something behind it. Ah,
Could
good old
be.
strength puzzle reset.
mm-hmm. Yep, it went back.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what this room could possibly be for, because there's nothing in it. The way
Except
out
for
is
the
locked.
Reapers that you killed. Actually, I'm gonna check and see if if they are actually called Reapers. Oh, you can't because there's a little grate blocking you from pushing it back this way.
What is the point? What is the point of this room? Anything at all in these rooms?
I will do some reading in the guide. Just to check. I figured this area would be relatively linear, so I wouldn't have to be watching every step of it. But now that we've reached a sticking point, I will do that.
Hmm. Let's see. Oh, there was a door I missed. Oh my god.
Oh, so apparently in the room that you could climb over into, also those bugs, they were not actually Reapers. Reapers is the name from Resi 5, but those are called Chimeras.
Hmm.
Which doesn't make that much sense to me, but whatever. It keeps in line with the mythical beasts, or like Greek myth kind of thing that they were going
Can't
for
believe
when
we didn't have to run nearly so far around to get to a item box.
Oh boy.
Was that a fridge? Holy crap, what's in it?
Refrigerator isn't turned on.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. You open it up and it's just the picture of the dude's head crossed out. It's one of my favorite. Yeah. Oh, that was where I heard. So the other day when we were talking about Eggs of Steel, and I was like, the one where his head gets crushed or whatever because of the oddly specific rules Japan has about decapitation.
Mhm.
That was where I heard of it, because of Japan's weirdly specific rules on decapitation.
Which you just said.
Well, I'm clarifying. I learned about it through that Resident Evil tidbit,
Mm-hmm.
where that was what it was said in the tweet or the post about it. I could have gone without doubling up on those words there, but you got what I said. You got what I meant anyway. So in the room where you fought the Chimeras, there is an MO disc reader, apparently.
Aha.
Because it did look like it had actual electricity in it, as opposed to the other room where it was pretty much
Let's check down this way.
This way.
Oh,
Fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. So I have some good news and bad news. It's not working right now because there's no fuel. It's an empty capsule. Leave that behind for now, or
Okay.
not. Never mind. It's no big deal. It's empty. So
come on! I can read that. Thank you very much.
was it? It was blocked. It was.
It wouldn't let me
Stuck in there.
advance.
Yeah, it really wants you to know, and it's not joking. So that is a very specific mission. I didn't expect the handgun to do enough to kill him in one shot, but
Oh my
I mean, you
god!
gotta- oh, ooh. Yee. Ah, don't like that. I felt like that should have done more. You're still fine? How the fuck are you still fine?
See, I wasn't gonna bring the handgun until you told me to, but
There
we friggin' go.
I was not expecting it to be that ineffective. Fucking dump that shit immediately. I was expecting it to do at least a little more damage. God damn.
Those things did no damage to me.
Yeah, they are pretty pathetic, which is surprising considering how late in the game they're introduced. I mean, they do have tiny, thin arms that are about as thick as a like a jump rope in comparison to Jill, who is, you know, person-sized. So I can't really foresee them doing that big.
There we go. That'll suit me just fine.
All right, so you heading back to the room with the pushable shelf thing? The pushable shelf thing, because on the other side of that room was the was an MO disc reader that I mentioned.
Oh. Oh, that room.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the room I just came from.
No, the one that you said had seemingly no purpose. It
Okay.
was just one that we didn't catch.
What the shit?
It does seem to be a bit there's a strange amount of stuff that is quote unquote optional. So it's next room over, sorry.
Mm-hmm. I gathered. I'm just trying to get up.
Yep, yeah, that's how it'll be.
Oh, it's supposed to have bad unresponsive controls, because that makes it all the more horrifying when you try fighting for your life.
It's am I reading this fucking thing incorrectly, or am I just stupid? I'm gonna double check this fucking thing.
I am doing the spam X method.
Okay, apparently it's in a room called the morgue, and this does not look like the morgue. This looks more like there's a vent up there. Yep, this is the morgue, I think.
Yeah, this is pretty morgy.
Shelf is full of various antitoxins. Wouldn't that have been nice when you were fighting Yawn?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll take this. There you fucking are.
It's a good thing that
That
you've
is
got
my
them.
inventory.
Quit burning a hole in my pocket. Don't know if there's... Oh, you can push the shelf out, so you can...
All right.
Shortcut. Now, we already established that Lisa was going around lighting all the candles. Does Lisa put the shelves back when you mess up a puzzle?
Isn't she quote unquote dead?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't actually remember if there's another boss fight with her in this particular game, but it is canon that she is not dead. But I don't recall if you actually encounter her again after that.
I get a feel, just from the way that was set up, I get the feeling that was meant to be the final encounter.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure what Barry said was basically along the lines of, I don't think it's dead, but I think it's the last we'll see of it, or something like that. I don't remember what the fuck he said. Doesn't really matter.
Shoot, damn it! I'm pushing the button!
That... The way the guide describes this... Oh, there's another MO disc reader. Get this shit out of my inventory.
Alright. Now we can go back.
The way that the guide describes this room, if I'm reading which room it's referring to correctly, but even if it's not, it seems pretty accurate. Plastered with chimeras, which is the way it described it.
Is that not something I can... Oh. Oh.
So, are you about to find the... Shaken chemical fuel will cause it to explode. So,
I'm going to want to save before I do that.
very much. Very much so. Also, it just occurred to me why they're called chimeras, and that's because their heads have fucking human-looking teeth on them. Like a human-looking skull.
It's an
Anyway,
item
yeah,
in here.
definitely
Oh, that
gonna
item.
save. Battery pack.
Yep, that was the item. Bye.
One of the most annoying things a zombie can do in the Resi 2 and 3 remakes is they'll just stand at a door and eventually pound it down and get through. But what's the biggest reason that's annoying is because when they're doing that, you can't open the door inward and just get attacked by them. You have to, like, you can't push the door so you can go through and just get hit and just stab them and move on. You have to wait until they bust it down before you can try going through it. It's a little annoying. But on the other hand, if they're doing that and Mr. X is coming through, he will just fucking shove him aside and kick down the door, pretty much. And if it's Nemesis, you'll be lucky if he leaves the wall standing. Because, like, holy shit. Just do it individually?
Really? Eh.
And this is right nearby an item box and save thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
This
the
is
good old classic spooky scary.
this is what played in that one room with the fucking eagle statue that was staring you down
Yep.
as you tried to take the gems. Oh, I don't like those sparks coming from the top.
This
when
looks
there's a
like
puddle.
a mini boss chamber.
Better!
Or?
It's a Chris chamber!
Jill?
Chris, you're alive.
Of course I'm alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here.
You have
It won't
lockpick.
open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay, no sightseeing though.
Took care of that already. There's a lot of shit in this room. Or in this building. But yeah, so you can... So obviously we're gonna save Chris.
But I'm going to assume it's totally possible to blow the mansion up with him still in it.
Which is very unfortunate. And that's the reason I made sure that you were using up the ammo discs. Because that's why the guide had that big orange box saying if you don't get all the ammo discs, you won't get the best ending. And any ending without Chris in it is a bad ending. I would.
So how the hell do I get him out?
The guide doesn't say that you can get. The guide is describing like the fuel canister thing next, so I assume it comes after that. But I'm going to read ahead and double check so that you don't accidentally blow shit up without him. Oh, good.
What
Handgun
fucking ammo?
Can you just get rid of it?
Yeah, that was...
Without even... Oh my god.
That was
Just a
everything
thing
was
of handgun
insolvent.
ammo.
Hmm. So I think we're supposed to do something with that control room, because its room is still red on the map.
Hmm. The guide also mentions the boiler room, which is the way through to get the fuel supply thing filled. God, that fucking grenade launcher has way too many fucking rounds in it. I will never be over that. Also, it is really hard to tell what the like just at a glance compared to the green that the acid shells were. You see the regular ammo thing of that orangey color compared to the incendiary shells, which is a reddish color.
Yeah.
It's real close. So, like, just at a glance, it's not as easy to distinguish. Not that it matters that
Distinguish
much.
between what again?
The flame rounds and the regular rounds. Like, you have explosive rounds in
Explosive
there
rounds
currently.
are gray.
Oh, yeah, but the number is orange because that's the default ammo color. Like, it's the same color as the shotgun shells.
Holy shit,
Like
I
the
didn't notice the colors were different.
Yeah, the
on the
numbers.
numbers.
Yeah, that's how you can tell what you have loaded in the grenade launcher at a glance.
Oh.
Yeah. Neat little thing.
Hmm.
I forget,
feel
did
like
you...
that big long list of names with Wesker in it at some point was important, but...
Well, it was only 2 other names.
Oh no, there
It
were
was...
names all throughout that document.
Oh, no, just the one where it was the 3 of them back to back. Because that was E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker.
Oh.
So it was just 3 of them. There were definitely other names mentioned, but... no biggie.
What is in here that it's still red?
Variety of chemicals never seen before. Cadavers are frozen in body bags. You checked the main area? Oh, John and Ada for this one. I don't know if there's anything else you can do in here.
Yeah, it's
but...
just to unlock those doors. We already did that.
Alright. Anything at all? I guarantee you it's going to be more handgun ammo. Which is what's going to piss me off the most.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Oh. Guess I'm just gonna save one more time and then try to do the
Fuel canister.
extremely explosive fuel escort mission.
So, the guide is very helpful about breaking down exactly how shitty this is, or how shitty of an idea this is, not how shitty it is, because if you're prepared, you can take care of them pretty quickly. Chances of a nitro explosion. If you fire a powerful weapon, such as the shotgun, magnum, grenade launcher, or rocket launcher, there's a 25% chance that you will blow up. If a zombie grabs you, there is a 30% chance that you will blow up. When a chimera grabs you, there's a 20% chance you will blow up.
Okay,
When you
so
are...
shooting them gives me the same odds as getting hit by them.
So just kill them before you take care of anything, or before you do anything else. Or try using the handgun
I
ammo
think they
to slow
respawn
them down.
infinitely.
Then you could use the handgun ammo to slow them down. Or even the fucking survival knife.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna bring the handgun now.
Given how many of them there could be, probably a good idea to have that many of them. So, and also the last one that says and that it's listing. When you are running, the nitro randomly explodes after 1 to 3 seconds in hard mode, 2 to 4 seconds in normal mode, and 4 to 6 in easy mode. So,
God, no running, got it.
yeah.
Holy shit.
And if you have to run, do so sparingly for no more than a second, because the shortest amount of time that you could have is 2 seconds.
Mhm.
So this is a big stressful.
Fun times ahead.
All right, I'm reading it again just to make sure I can point you.
Ooh,
in.
that I didn't like that noise.
Yeah, that was a very loud door noise. Yeah, so it says your job is to fill the capsule with nitro compound and get it back to the boiler room. You gotta do it without running or being struck by a zombie or chimera. Use the empty fuel supply capsule and if you're feeling blah blah blah. You also don't need to go to your inventories. If I'm reading this right, it says. Oh, so you basically just push the action button at the thing and it'll change it automatically instead of having to pick it in your item menu when you get to the computer or the dispenser thing. It'll explain itself. Fun fact about this section, and I say fun relatively loosely, because this section seems really frustrating. But when Some Call Me Johnny was playing this game, for his review, he did it once as Jill and once as Chris. And when he did it as Chris, when he did his playthrough as Chris, he had the new control turned on. So he had the weird analog thing going on. And the only time that he turned it off was during this section when he's playing as Chris, so that he wouldn't accidentally run and blow himself up. Power to the main elevator. Start it up. Appears you need some kind of fuel.
Okay, where get fuel?
So the dispenser thing should be in this room, and you need to get it to the boiler room.
Yep, I remember what that was.
Yeah. But remember, was it there? That computer? Nope. Yeah, that's something different then.
Are we completely off? Are we completely off base?
This is the elevator where... Hold on. Northern side of the lab, the guide says. Son of a bitch. You know, it's real nice how opening the pause... northern side of the lab is in, like, the north end of the building, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. One of the many,
Where?
many things that... I don't know. I'm looking again to see if I can point it out. Fuck these things. How obnoxious. Good news. After the Nitro thing, the guide says that you're pretty much ready to fight the final boss. So,
Cool.
Yeah, after this bit of tedium, you should be home free. this the hallway with the thing? It's definitely not behind the fucking MO disc bullshit, like the lights on the door.
Up here?
Maybe?
In there?
You haven't died, so it's not like you explored a room and then the map
Marp.
didn't mark it. Marp.
The B1. Am I?
I'm pretty sure it's on the same floor. Generally, the lab is pretty good, or the mansion is pretty good about making rooms distinct from one another, but this lab is all gray, so it's not really the easiest thing to distinguish.
Probably not that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. It's you looked at the fuel. It was the same place that you got the empty fuel thing from. I'm pretty. No, you got the empty fuel thing from the boiler
Yeah,
room, right?
I thought that was the destination.
Yeah, that is the destination. I don't think you have to go back any farther than this.
Hmm. Is it the
It is highly
computer room that's still marked red? We can't figure out what the fuck we're doing there.
Honestly, that's probably it. Find the computer room. Ha ha. Funny joke. Find the computer room or else everything's gonna blow the fuck up.
I still have the ink in my inventory. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
If all goes well, you'll be able to use it right afterward.
Mm-hmm.
So then you don't even have to grab it out of the box.
Yeah, I don't suppose I'll need to leave that much inventory space for finding stuff.
Besides, through that, down the escalator, you are almost certainly going to have the fucking, there's almost certainly going to be an item box. Now, this is the Cadaver Room. There was actually nothing in here. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I think it was the other one. It had the 2 black bars in it. Different floor. This one. Oh, no.
That's the slideshow room.
Right, yeah. And you went into the side thing when you got the other key. Is it the red room north of the typewriter box?
That's the elevator.
That's the okay, yeah. What about? Is it that little tiny alcove in the south half?
Where
Like, it looks like there should be a little doorway on the left side of the big room, down on the bottom.
that's
I'm pointing
where
at
I picked up the canister from.
God damn it! Okay, so that's the destination. I'm an idiot. I'm fucking reading and rereading this shit. Did you check the 2 rooms that are just to the west of this room?
There's a crimson head in that one.
Oh fuck. That might be why we didn't see the mechanism to refuel it, because we left right after the crimson head, after we stabbed the crimson head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this looks pretty familiar to when I was watching Johnny do it, for what little snippet of it he showed. This is the bathroom. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Bang! This man has sunglasses on. You know, it'd be really nice if they labeled the rooms on the map. Yeah, I don't think it's this room.
Oh
no,
it is. It is.
Remembered looking at
God damn it.
it. At least we found it. Looks like a refueling device. Running could result. What the fuck do you mean by running in quotation marks?
This is gonna be what the run is now.
No longer than 1 second of it.
This seems to be working out okay.
Honestly. Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-da! I thought the door would open sooner, so I wasn't... Alright. This is probably the room where the chimeras can fuck you up, but you seem to have taken care of most of them.
Mm-hmm. Holy shit, was that it? That was it!
Okay. I think the reason why that wasn't so bad is because you went back and through that room so many times while looking for where to fuel it up that you killed everything that might have caused you any trouble.
Probably.
So, honestly, blessing in disguise. Now you can use the elevator. Oh, and also because you have power, you might also be able to check up on Chris.
Mm-hmm. Well, his room was just locked. I don't know if... Whatever, I'm definitely saving.
I had to take my headphones off for a second after I commented on freeing Chris. Did you say anything there? That was...
Yeah, it was just a regular lock with a key, I think. So I think we'd need to find the key.
I thought it was an electronic lock because of the sparks thing, but
Oh, that could
I might be
too.
mistaken. Yeah. Now you don't have to use the handgun ever again.
Yay!
If I had voice mod running on this computer without it fucking exploding, I would absolutely have done the yay clip after you put the canister in.
Okay.
There's almost definitely...
Wait!
Definitely
Now we
equip
are
that.
ready to go.
You are almost definitely going to encounter another item box and save thing before any final bossy type things.
Oh, yeah.
So I was going to... and plus there's probably going to be items to pick up in that same area too. So.
Okay, so the way I think this works is right now we can go directly to the engine room and activate the self-destruct and get the bad ending. But if we go down the elevator, we find more progress and probably get the good ending.
I'm pretty sure that is exactly how it goes. And this guide explicitly talks about the best ending. So hypothetically, it wouldn't be instructing us in how to get the bad ending. So I don't think it... And it hasn't mentioned anything about making a beeline for the self-destruct thing. So I would assume...
Yeah, just lock.
Or I believe your hunch is correct. So you might get that key by killing the tyrant.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Spoilers, the final boss is the tyrant. Woo.
I mean, you've already said that a couple of times.
Oh yeah, I know. But it's worth... It's almost like this game came out in 2004 or 2003. 2002. I was wrong. Wrong twice, as a matter of fact. I fact-checked that by tabbing into the page that I still had open for... by the way, he does not have a doctorate of any kind, as far as I could read. He was just a researcher. don't need a doctorate to get a job in your desired field. Oh my god. Jill runs up to the elevator and grabs the doors. Why are you closed? Why are you closed? Tell us why you're closed. And Barry just calmly goes over and pushes the button. Jill, are you okay?
Unbelievable.
Wait, did...
I think I have to go into the engine room to turn on the elevator.
Oh my god. That's kind of annoying.
What's my most direct route? Not that way. Thank you very much. Don't want to get ambushed by the fleamen.
Fleeman, Castlevania.
Are they gone?
They
I kind
might
of figured
be.
they would infinitely respawn based on the way they were acting before.
I think you did just fucking...
Oh, yeah. Start up the elevator.
Oh yeah, so the self-destruct thing was on the other side of this room.
Yep.
Now you're good to go.
Backtrack, backtrack. Love the game of
Backtrack.
backtracks.
And the backtracking is, once again, much less of an issue in Resi 2 when
Good.
there's very little loading screens. In fact, the only loading screen I can think of is whenever you like deliberately load an earlier save or when you
There
start
we
up the
go.
game. There are a few hidden...
Holy shit, that's an ominous glow.
Jill,
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Barry,
you could have at least waited up for me, you know?
let's go.
Like there might be a few hidden loading things because I know not every room is loaded at the same time, but like
Oh, of course.
there's no loading things behind doors. But there's a few elevator rides that take a moment or two, but like it's very seamless. And you can also open the doors slowly, just like in this game, except you can also do it quickly, so it's not excruciating.
Barry's following me. Does that mean I get used to use of his Magnum for free? Ooh, fancy!
Ooh.
I was not expecting that. Wesker.
Wesker!
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you
Aren't
shouldn't
I
worry too
just?
much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
His
You're
watch is
just
on
a
the side
slave
of his wrist.
Umbrella.
Outside.
Too
Smart
fast.
girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry,
You gotta love Barry. He must really be afraid of Umbrella.
you and Umbrella took his family. You bastard. Oh,
Umbrella? Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests.
Oh,
Though both you
Barry?
and Barry seemed to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
what? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell.
uh-huh.
Dum,
I
bum,
figured.
Bum, bum. Dum, bum, bum, bum.
Should have brought the Magnum with its 2 bullets.
Yeah, you're good.
It's magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit!
Uh-oh.
Fucking hurt! Want out! Want out!
You know, I don't think it's a good idea for the heart to be outside of the ribs like that.
There's a reason for that, and I'll explain after this cutscene.
In hell.
Jill and Barry sitting in hell. K-I-S-S-I-N-L.
After you, of course.
What? Premature.
Bitch slap!
Why would you run up to it?
No, Barry!
You have a gun!
Barry, your Magnum is the
Five-year-old
strongest
cultured
fucking
freak.
handgun ever. Why would you try running at it first? Also, if you did not give Barry his gun there, you would not have learned about the blackmail, but you would have had Barry's Magnum, which I'm pretty sure is a little stronger than the regular Magnum. I'm not sure. It seems like that would be the thing it would do. Anyway, this man tall and naked.
Ooh.
Yeah, he'd kill you dead.
Hmm.
And that's how Wesker dies if you're playing Chris's campaign. Because rather than having the preamble about Barry and the blackmail and all that shit, you just Chris is just talking to Wesker, and he's just like, "Isn't it beautiful? It's so magnificent!" And instead of like stepping down out of the test tube after breaking, it just fucking impales him right off the bat.
Yeah, I
and
thought
then
that's what it
steps
was
out.
gonna do here, too.
Yeah, but he was down and off to the side because he was clambering up the side of the table like a little bitch because Barry shot him because Barry's the best. Except for when he just got bitch slapped by that tyrant. That was kind of pathetic. All right. Now that you've had your first encounter with that thing, I'm gonna reread the guide and see if there's any tips about how to not get immediately killed. Because while I don't remember this boss being the worst thing in the world, it would suck to have to reload and walk all the way back down every time.
For again.
Mhm.
Okay. I feel good and loaded up now.
Yeah, keep at a safe distance from the tyrant. If he gets close, you're gonna get a beating. No shit.
All right. Sigh.
Oh god fucking damn it. Given the fact that there's only one more thing to do after just to save
Yeah,
time,
I'm
if you
gonna
have to go
I'm
repeat
gonna
the test.
save again after I turn on the fucking elevator.
Hi, Len. Mush just got killed by a tyrant and now has to turn the elevator back on to go and do it again. But other than that, it's going great. We didn't blow up, which I'm still pleasantly surprised about.
And Wesker got slapped in the face by the tyrant, which is always fun.
After he
I
had
love seeing that guy get beat up.
I would ask to let that cutscene play out again because there's a really good line that Wesker had there that I want to hear again. But also, the cutscene was kind of long.
It was very long.
Yeah.
Blows up! No, that's only if I push
Blows up!
this button. Which I'm not gonna yet.
I'm pretty sure you do have to push that on the way out.
Oh, yeah. Go get Chris, return to self-destruct button, push button, and then time attack to the exit.
Wow, this guide is really trying to be vague about who the traitor is, because it does not refer to Wesker by name after get to the Tyrant cutscene, and it just keeps referring to them as the mysterious traitor.
I mean,
despite the
that's
fact-
probably a good idea. Good etiquette
Oh,
for
yeah.
rating guides.
Yeah, but it's just funny because if you're reading that point into the guide, you probably are at that point in the game, so you would think that it wouldn't be a big deal. But
Unless you're like me and just when I was a kid who read the entire guide front to back before I played the game.
Oh man, I had the fucking Prima guide for Spirit Tracks and Diamond and Pearl. The Diamond and Pearl one, like, there's not that many things that can really get spoiled, and I mostly would read it when I was doing replays and trying to get specific Pokemon and stuff. But I remember reading that one a lot. And for Spirit Tracks, I distinctly remember only getting it after I was like basically at the final boss, and I was like, oh, this will be nice for 100%ing it, and then I played the game again and 100%ed it from scratch.
Cool.
Because that's just how much I loved reading that.
Usha Switcha.
Push up,
Hey, Barry.
oh, switcha.
Can't skip this. And this room is just a hallway, but it's red, so...
Don't hallways sometimes aren't they sometimes marked as red if you haven't used all doors?
Oh! I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I remember there was one where
All right.
it was marked as red for the one-way door.
It's magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Yeah, I think the
Barry!
one specific line I was thinking of was in the first half of the cutscene, but whatever.
Hey,
Watching Wesker get
No,
slapped is just
you're
as
not
good.
to blame. It's
And we skipped it. Okay, so the reason why the Tyrant has a heart on the outside is because it is based on a clone of a human. Like it was never like a born person necessarily that was then modified like that. Like it's a whole number of things. But the heart that you see is a transplanted heart from a different mammal, so like probably like an elephant or a bear or some shit, but it's big because it needs 2 hearts, and putting that shit inside the rib cage would be very complicated. Just ask the medic from TF2. And the
Did I
way
kill
he just...
it?
Good news, you killed it. Wake up, Barry.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, she's just having a lovely nap there.
You're okay.
Jill, sorry. That was careless of me. Wesker,
Yes, it really was. You should have just shot at it.
first, let's just get out of here.
So, since Wesker's gone, I don't think there will be another point where I'll get the chance to say that or say this because I don't remember where you learn about this, but the apparently Wesker is full of shit and Barry's family are perfectly fine. He was just lying about about them being held hostage because that's just the kind of bitch he is.
Figures.
Which is really funny to me.
Wait. I thought it misspelled electronic.
Electronk. Also, all these things in the test tubes are previous, like, test tube versions of a tyrant, obviously, which is so like it's a kind of a misconception that the tyrants are just really strong, or people
Oh.
that were like mutated.
Oh, I didn't have to activate it myself.
And releasing
Must
all
have set it
locks.
off. Let's hurry.
So all locks are deactivated, which means one very important thing.
Yep. When are they gonna play Bad Apple on a tyrant?
I have not watched a single Bad Apple meme video. I just see them posted all the time by Duo, and I just, for whatever reason, I determined that I would not watch any of them.
I
after
have
a
to
certain
keep
point.
watching them because I just freaking love Bad Apple as a song.
I'd probably like
And the
it if I
music,
listened
the
to it.
original music video that they always have in the corner is spectacular as well.
I probably would enjoy it thoroughly if I actually listened to it, but for whatever reason, I'm just stubborn. I might do it after the stream.
Ugh. Don't have time for you.
Fuck out of here! I gotta save my friend! My teammate, my buddy, my pal, Christopher
Partner.
Redfield, my partner.
Partner. My
Speaking of-
partner.
Speaking of partner, when we get the chance, we need to do what's it called? Fucking Lost in Nightmares.
Lock is released.
Hooray! Was it really necessary to do this particular loading door?
Yes. Sorry about the wait.
Sorry about the wait.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
So everything's taken care of?
Well, almost. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, everything's fine. They just sit down and have a chat as the facility blows up. After referencing Kid Icarus, I'm gonna have to listen to the fucking soundtrack later. It's really good.
Come on,
Oh.
let's go.
How many inventory slots do you have open? 4?
That's the map. I have 4.
Yeah, you're good.
Why?
like
Is
I
there
said.
4 specific items I need to pick up on my
No,
way?
no. The guide says have at least 1, but you're fine. I don't think you have any more herbs in the box anyway, so stopping by.
Yeah, I
wouldn't-
used them all up.
Yeah, so you're good. You're fine. Oh, and the guide also says that there's some first aid kits and ammunition in the area that you're escaping to.
Ah.
Bum 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 bum. Are you ready? Bum 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 bum. I was not. I was not- Yeah, I wasn't going anywhere in particular when I started singing the beat, but then it turned into "Friends on the Other Side," or specifically, specifically the part when Facilier is getting dragged to hell, and all the demons are like, "Are you ready?" And he's like, "No!"
Come on,
He's
hurry.
freaking out.
No,
there,
please,
guys.
door.
Through the door. Dun 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 dun.
First aid, shotgun shells. Love to see
And
it.
another first aid. Also, I like how Len misspelled personnel because we're used to we're used
You
to
didn't even
mixing up
misspell it the right
spellings.
way.
Yeah, exactly. Green
Raccoon
herb,
herb.
1 herb.
One.
In that case. I assume the other one's gonna be red. It would have to be. It has to be. Nothing unusual here.
Why must you be so
Okay.
specific?
There's probably another herb. Or maybe the other green thing is just, or the singular herb is just to top you off.
He's been circling the mansion this entire time, hasn't he?
How kind of him. If only he didn't leave initially. Also, I know that she
Oh,
already
hey, guys.
established that they didn't have contact, like she couldn't communicate back, but she could have at least tried. Also, you want that. Yep. That is the reason that the guide says that you need at least one field or one spot open.
Oh, it. Okay.
Oh, you know.
3 minutes to detonation.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Friss!
Would you let me have my moments too?
I've been locked in a cell this
Rendezvous
whole
at the
game.
heliport.
Let me have a bit. Let me have this. Chris, normally I would call you out on the kind of sexist joke, but also if you're gonna deal with the hunters that are coming out down the hallway.
Oh, now we have a
I wouldn't
timer.
complain.
Okay, that's
Yep.
fun.
And it's gonna waste at least 10 seconds of it in the
Oh my
elevator.
God.
Right. At least it doesn't count the fucking loading screens, because that'd be the actual worst thing.
What the shit?
Anyway, yeah, you were wondering why they made you, yeah, they wanted to make sure that you had one spot open for these.
Oh.
You gonna take a look at the signal rockets? Because they're signal rockets first and foremost. Flares. Use. Really expensive fireworks.
Jill!
You made it!
Oh. A boom. He's
Big
back. Except this time I have two more. Okay, one more gun.
Come on, Chris. I mean, I know it'd be weird to have a bunch of people fighting the final boss instead of it being like your moment, but also like, come on, Chris.
Oh, oops.
Fucking unload on him. Do not let him kill Barry. Okay, I was about to say, if he does the impale thing on Barry, I would be really mad.
Later.
Barry's little aiming jiggle.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy shit!
He
Holy
does the
shit!
Western noise. He's like, how the fuck did that miss? It's not necessary to use this now. The fuck was fucking what timing would it be otherwise? Are you aiming? Can you aim upward on him to try and hit his heart or chest? Or is
If
that
I
not
do
an
that,
option?
I overshoot entirely.
F.
There is a locked up position, which if I go to,
It's
then
not-
I just shoot
yeah.
way over his head.
Yeah, it's not like the locked up position isn't necessarily his heart location. It's just the set up position, which happens to be head height for most zombies. He is not
If
most
you're right up
zombies.
in their face.
Yeah. Also, when you're using the grenade launcher, it has a fucking lob that it goes through.
Maybe I'll start with a shotgun this time.
Probably for the best. Yeah, the guide pretty much just says, don't get charged at and hotfoot it. This is before the
Oh,
first
Jesus
tyrant fight.
Christ.
Oh man. You are safe to save after you kill the tyrant the first time because there's no actual timer. So
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I did. It slipped my mind earlier as well. So that's partly on me. But the more you know. And just for safety, probably also gonna want to save it when you do that.
Thank God.
Jill,
Barry,
you could have at least waited up for me, you know?
let's go.
The more that I watch you get frustrated with this, the more I'm like, dang it, this game really would be awesome if it would get the same treatment as Resi 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that might also partly be my bias because I want to see them.
I'm gonna go refill my drink while you watch this cutscene. Give me just a second.
Gotcha. I will finish my tirade later.
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you
Thank
know?
you, Barry.
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Mush
Changed my
isn't
mind. That would
here.
take too long. Grab a juice from the fridge instead.
He'll be free of all
I was going to say Mush isn't here.
Why eliminate stars?
Time to. I don't know where I was going after that, but I was going to continue doing a shitty Wesker voice.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry.
You gotta love Barry. You must really be afraid of him.
Oh, that was the
line.
line.
Took his family.
You gotta love Barry.
Umbrella.
It's the
Beautiful
only
delivery.
time that
I
he
used
even
some
comes
carrots and
close
sticks
to
cow,
laughing in this
but it had
game.
nothing to do with Umbrella.
Okay. Yeah, that was worth listening to again. Oops.
You gotta love Barry. Ba-dum-bum. That would be a pretty terrifying tyrant noise. I know that there's a really good sound that there's a really good sound that Leon makes whenever he gets like punched by Mr. X or takes like a big amount of damage, and I want to put it on my fucking soundboard because it's really good. It's basically him going like.
That actually wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, that was pretty straightforward.
Barry.
The tyrant is
Still
not
used up
a-
all my ammo again, but
Yeah,
or
but
my healing.
tyrant. Yeah, the tyrant, all in all, is not the hardest final boss at all. It's honestly not even close to being that difficult. And like with well, I was gonna say like with Resi 5, but that's not really the case in Resi 5. There is actual health bars to the fight. I was gonna say you just got to do enough damage and then they give you a rocket launcher to kill it. But with Resi 5, you sort of kind of kill Wesker, and then he has like his last moment, and then it's a QTE rocket launcher. But it's that's a whole other can of worms.
Okay. Gonna go grab Chris, and then I will save at the next save station.
Yeah, the one that's closest to the elevator.
Yeah. Once again, just gonna completely friggin' ignore you guys.
Oh shit! You know what I just remembered? I never got to read my shitty story. That
Oh no!
I had. All right, time to read it as you make your great escape. Hunter returned from his first semester at college because of the pandemic. His father died
Pandemic?
recently. Okay, that was me just fucking it up, but
Oh.
then it was a comma splicing thing where he's like, because of the pandemic, comma, his father died recently. At first, he spent too much time in his room lying in bed and wore nothing but black. He felt sad. Also, he hated his... No, he just felt sad. Also, he hated his mother's new man, Claude. One night, he awoke to sounds in the backyard. Going downstairs, he opened the glass door from the living room out to the yard. There was someone out there. Hunter, said the man. He looks familiar. Hunter then realized the man was his father. But aren't you supposed to be dead? Asks Hunter tremulously.
Again with the tremulous.
He knew we loved it so much, he had to bring it back. In the distance, the sound of thunder was heard.
Come on, let's.
That dude your mom is shacked up with is a criminal, the man said darkly. He has an accent, Hunter thought. I wonder if this is really happening or if I'm dreaming, Hunter wondered. All of that is not in quotation marks or italicized. Uncertainty wrapped its cold fingers around his mind, and he felt a pit in his stomach. You're like a ghost or something, right? Of course, incorrect use of your. His father noticed the color had drained from Hunter's face, and it was as white as a ghost's. I was asleep. He poured poison in my ear, he said. In your ear,
Yes.
was Hunter's curious retort. Lightning was seen in the sky. Hunter cried, or Hunter cries. Hunter went to bed after one beer and did not think he was drunk. So, wait, this is one of those avenge my death deals, he said. How do I even know you are real, he questioned. So,
Oh,
the
god
point
damn
is
it!
when he says-
This is straight up just Macbeth.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good old hammy. Except for the poison in the ear, that's Macbeth. But he like saying his mom's new husband Claude, like barely not Claudius, and then so it says. So wait, this is one of my those avenge my death deals, he said. That is not in quotation marks or italics, so it is not a thought or being said. It's just, so wait, this is one of those avenge my death deals, he said, is one sentence. How do I even know you are real? He questioned. The man left, shouting behind him, you must kill Hunter, it's your destiny. So that last one is
Again.
you
Shut
must
the
kill
door.
Hunter, no comma. So it's just, you must kill Hunter. It's your destiny. And of course, incorrect it's. Hunter's hand reached into his pocket and pulled out his phone. His eyes scanned the contacts until he found the number. She was his girlfriend, lover, and closest friend with crystal blue eyes and the face of an angel. Waiting for her to answer, an owl hooted from a tree. Ophelia, he said hesitatingly. Like a squirrel with a car bearing down on it who can't decide which way to run. You'll never guess what just happened. And on that note, let's fight the fucking tyrant again.
Again.
If you don't kill it this time, I'm gonna have to find some more shitty reading to do. In the
That's a good incentive to kill it.
Sounds like Harry Potter in the portrait of what looked like a very large pile of ash.
Let me pick up.
Honestly, tremulously. God, what a word. What a shitty ass word. Yeah, this is a trope that Resident Evil does, where you have to use a storage thing to, or you have to have one item spot, and it'll make you pick up an item that you'll use immediately in order to make sure that you can pick up the final item that you need, which is, in this case, is the, what's it called? The flare and then the rocket launcher, and other things. But God, tremulously. What a word. I still can't get over that one line from the first one where he's like, a streak of tears as sad as that walked by the fucking Andrew Jackson shit. You remember that?
Yep.
It was shitty.
I just listened to that before we started.
I would say you could get a little closer so that more shots would hit it, but also getting close to this thing is a bad idea.
Barry, you okay? Oh god!
Ooh! Slap! Dipped the face of a tall Death Eater who was wearing a shirt that said Hermione has forgotten how to dance.
Oh, that shadow is. Oh God, really?
His shadow was freaking out a little bit. I thought for a second it was Barry doing his twitchy aim thing, and I was gonna make the noise again, but then it wasn't.
Ah.
Jill,
Oh!
use it! Kill it!
Plonk!
whatever it is.
Grab it!
Oh, Barry,
Gone through a wand
no!
of the Dark Lord while everyone applauded, then it slowly reached for his own Harry, while Harry, as he muttered bronze the hand, someone reluctantly did the same!
And no Barry in sight. Just stood there and took it!
It's so good! I'm a member of STARS! Yay!
Yay!
Oh my god. I can take. Oh shit! What a beautiful final boss that was.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Oh, right! The self-destruct, I forgot.
Sleep.
Oh. She's had a hell of a night.
It doesn't get much better for her, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Jill. List of things that are tropes for the Resident Evil series endings. Rocket launchers,
Mhm.
looking into the distance while flying off in a helicopter. Those are the two big ones. Oh yeah, sunsets.
Well, every action movie's got to end with going off
my
into the
God,
sunset.
This fucking credits, because they say it as an
Jill,
FMV,
you did a
so
fine job.
gross looking.
Mhm. Like taking candy from.
You did a fine job, Jill. 122 creasers dispatched.
With 344 ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, I used a lot of ink ribbons.
Mm-hmm. You got a closet key. A new costume has been unlocked. You can change it in the dressing room.
Ooh.
So that is a thing. That is an actual room that you can access. If you want to try booting it up real quick to, I'm pretty sure you can access it really early on. So you could go trying it out, or you could just reload one where you're still in the mansion, because it's definitely in the mansion, or it's just a menu option and they're being vague. But
Once
I'm
again.
pretty sure. Once again.
Oh, that replaced
It-
new game.
Oh yeah, I think it's so cleared data. Nice. Stream's going to be over already. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock. That was about as long as I expected it to take. Oh, it's loading the cleared data as in like New Game Plus thing.
Oh.
Resident Evil.
New costume has been unlocked. Okay, so you might just be able to pick it from
Oops.
here. Oh,
Fuck you.
Chris Redfield.
I didn't want to do that.
Resident Evil. Number one drawback to the Resident Evil remakes. They don't say Resident Evil on the title screen. Enter the survival horror. The whole genre. But in the Resi 2 and 3 remakes, they do not say Resident
There are
Evil
only
Ooh.
on it. But they do in the Resi 2 remake if you use the classic soundtrack collection, which replaces all the sound effects and or like the menu sound effects at the very least.
Resident Evil.
Oh my
Oh.
god! What was that outfit? Does
What
it
is
have a
this?
name? I think hold on, I'm gonna fucking look. Well, I can't. I don't really feel like opening up the. Oh yeah, the BSAA outfit you can use.
Yep. There is no way I'm not
Honestly-
using this costume when I play through it.
honestly, what his default one?
No, the Resi 5 costume.
Honestly, that's my favorite look for Chris, but in this game with the rest of the older models, it does not look right even a little bit. Same with Jill's Resi 5 look, which I do like them. I do like those looks a lot. I don't like when Jill gets blonde hair, but for this particular outfit she doesn't have that. But overall, I do think that the Resi 5 and 6 looks for Jill and Chris, even though Jill's not in 6, but she's in 5. You know what I mean? Because Chris's design doesn't really change between 5 and 6. Anyway, Resident Evil. It's a video game.
It sure
It's pretty
was.
It definitely hasn't aged as nicely as
Yeah, there's a lot of frustrating bits in this game, I've noticed.
Yeah.
But
this is definitely the best version of it to play.
Mhm.
There's no real reason to go back and play the PlayStation original, because if you want the shitty voice acting, you can look up a compilation on YouTube. And this version of the game is just more fun and just, I don't know, it's better in every way.
Yeah, I had a great time playing it.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna have to decide whether to play the Chris campaign on my own or not. Or
I would say if you do play it, do it on your own. But don't worry too much about it. Because I don't know. It's definitely like there's definitely some differences where Chris has Rebecca following him instead of Jill having Barry. But I can't speak to that, and I don't know how much Rebecca's presence makes up for the fact that you only have 6 inventory slots, because that can really, really get annoying. Like, you know how in this game you only really
with all
carry
the
2
inventory
guns at
management I had to do as Jill, I can only imagine.
Yeah, and like how when we were playing 5, it was like we don't want to carry more than 2 guns at once. And in this game, you never had more than 2 guns at once. For Chris, you barely can get away with the 1. Like, just have the shotgun and that's it. Because otherwise, your inventory is too fucking full.
I guess next time, then, we're going to be playing Resident Evil 2, which you have 100%ed in the time it took me to complete Resident Evil 1.
Not quite 100%ed, but darn near close. I have 90% of the trophies, and there's like 3 runs that I need to do, but those are like really fucking hard because it's like S rank on hardcore, which honestly, hardcore in Resi 2 adds the limited saves back, but that's not the thing about it that is what makes it hard. It's just the zombies do way too much damage.
I figured as much.
Take too many hits. So honestly, if I could play through the game at the regular difficulty without expanding my inventory and with limited saves, I think that would be interesting. Like a classic version of the difficulty, and then another version of hardcore where it's the limited saves in addition to those things, or in addition to the increased things. But that's just little things. Honestly, I can beat the game without saving. I damn near came close.
I guess you'll be a good guide for backseating me if I get stuck.
But here's the thing. It's very easy to figure out where to go on your own in the most recent version. The only thing that I ever had to look up was like a code for if there was a document that I missed. But even then, like, it was just because I hadn't examined a room super closely, but like it's not impossible. It is very easy to. It is much more straightforward than this one because this one has aged. But also, I'd like to do my best to not guide you through. So I'm gonna just sit there with a smug grin on my face as I watch you walk into a hallway with a liquor in it at full tilt.
Intensely vibrate in place as you watch me faff around where I'm absolutely not supposed to be right now.
Well, no, see, if it's that, I might point you in the right direction, but also it's just fun to explore because the fucking police station is cool. But also, I'm very tempted. I probably won't, but let it be known, I'm very tempted to do what my roommate said I should do, which is just fucking gaslight you and tell you when Mr. X is going to show up. And then you won't believe me, and you won't believe me, and you won't believe me, and then he'll show up. So it'll be the streamer who cried Mr. X.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I may do that.
Okay,
Wink.
so in that case, we will see you guys next time when we start. Either when we start Resident Evil 2 or when Clueless comes up with something he wants to do in the interim.
I've got a stream coming up on Saturday for more Balan Wonderworld.
All right.
For that fucking experience.
We'll see you then.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.